Hello everyone. Welcome to Tales of Math episode 1. As you know, this interview has been organized by team MATHFREAKS. Myself, Dr.V.H.Mankar, currently working as a head of department in the Department of Electronics and Telecommunication. I have some 25 plus years of experience, teaching experience. I did my PhD from Jadavpur University, Kolkata. I have 60 plus research papers in different conferences, journals to my credit, and I have a Google H index of 15 and some 1400 plus citations of my research papers. So this is what all about myself. Thank you. Today we have with us a very renowned mathematician, Eleftherios. We are extremely happy to have you, sir. Hello, Mr. Eleftherios. I welcome you on behalf of this team, MATHFREAKS. May I ask you to give a very small introduction of yourself? Please, sir.
Thank you very much for your invitation. And I am very glad that you gave me this opportunity to introduce myself and to do this conversation with you. I am a mathematician and an author of 11 books. And I've been researching with mathematics for many years. I have discovered 520 different proofs of Pythagoras' theorem. And I have also done a lot of research in number theory, in analytic geometry, in linear algebra. And in the year 2002, by graduating Northeastern University in Boston in the United States, I delivered 3 math papers. One of them was the discovery of a new mathematical formula in order to evaluate the determinants of square matrices. This formula is my formula, and it is not publicly known yet, but I have to publish it, and I will do something in Quora and maybe in some other sites and in a mathematical magazine in order to become publicly known. The other math paper that I delivered in Northeastern University was the generalization of a theorem about a Fermat point for all regular polygons that we can construct around the sides of a given triangle on the plane. And the other one was a mathematical work on Fermat's last theorem for the case of the even exponents only. In the year 2016, I discovered the formula for the evaluation of the harmonic sum, which is very accurate. The accuracy of this formula is very high. And I will give an example. For example, if we want to add all the fractions starting from 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 1 million, the accuracy of the formula is 62 decimal digits precisely. So it's enormous. I don't know if there is a formula which is of highest accuracy than this one. And I have also studied Hellenic language, the structure of Hellenic language, and I have detected some intelligence in Hellenic language, proving that Hellenic language, according to the alphanumeric, the ancient Greek alphanumeric system of the 27 letters of Hellenic language, has the ability to evaluate the mathematical constants pi and phi, the golden number, with accuracy of 3 of the first 3 decimal digits precisely. I have not any indications that any other language in the world with its alphanumeric system will have this kind of ability to know precisely these mathematical constants with the accuracy of the first 3 decimal digits. For many years, I am working on number theory, and number theory is my favorite subject in mathematics, as well as Euclidean geometry. And I have to tell you that in the year 2020, last year, I also discovered 10 more proofs of Pythagoras' theorem, and one of them is based on regular octagon.
So, as we are begin to start our chat, at the outset, let me ask a very simple question. So, what is mathematics for you?
Mathematics is the ultimate tool for interpreting the laws of cosmos. We can solve problems of abstract mathematics. We can use the formulas and the theorems of mathematics in order to solve difficult problems and also to construct a great variety of material things. We can use mathematics in physics and in any other field of science for the understanding of our world and for the solution of many problems that have been created in our world. Through mathematics, we can approach the truth, and the truth is the meaning of our existence.
Yes, 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 yes. So, as we are starting with this one good session, now my next question will be, how did you get attracted to mathematics?
Oh, yes. I got attracted with mathematics since many decades ago because I had a great passion for numbers. And I had great inspiration by the Greek philosopher and mathematician and master Pythagoras, who has said that everything in the universe is numbers, and everything in the universe can be interpreted through numbers. And I was good in number memorization. And after an accident I had in the age of 14 years old, my brain has been transformed. I don't know why and how. And my memory capability and also my capability in solving problems in mathematics became higher, much higher. And since then, I knew that mathematics is the subject for me.
Okay. So, when I just listen from you, I come to know that number theory is your favorite, I suppose. As everybody
Yes.
says, mathematics is the beauty of science, and in that, the number theory is the beauty of mathematics.
Oh, it's
So
the
my
plain
next, yes, yes, Queen, yes, yes. So my next question to you, sir, why did you discover so many proofs of Pythagoras theorem?
Oh, yes. The great Greek philosopher and geometer Plato has said that the mother of all science is geometry.
Yeah,
My love for geometry was the key motivation for me to find this great number of proofs on Pythagoras' theorem. I also wanted to find very elegant proofs since I had strong belief that one day I will discover something important out of this journey. Indeed, in the year 1998, I made my first important discovery, which has led me to generalize an important theorem for the Fermat point for all regular polygons around a given triangle on the plane. Moreover, through this wonderful journey, I discovered some other important things in geometry, which I have not published yet. I finally came to the conclusion that Pythagoras' theorem can be proved by an infinite number of ways.
so you are very much attracted towards the Pythagorean, and I suppose in the from the childhood itself, everybody got attracted with the Pythagorean, and
We
that
know that Indian mathematician Bhaskara had found the proof on Pythagoras' theorem, and also you had a great mathematician, Srinivasa Ramanujan.
yes, yes, yes,
So this mathematician has declared that he had contacted the goddess Namagiri, and she was giving to him advice on how to make discoveries in mathematics,
yes,
as he declared.
yes, yes, yes. So it's a good session, sir. Now my next question will be, what inspired you to find these 520 proofs of Pythagoras theorem?
1 year before my high school graduation, the professor of mathematics asked from the class to find a Pythagoras theorem proof different from the one that was included in the mathematics book. A week later, I came up with two different proofs, two great proofs. The professor admired the elegance of the proofs, and he gave me the opportunity to present them to the other students of the class. Then I started finding more and more, and in the same year, I found out about the Guinness Book of World Records, and that was a motivation to keep going, finding more proofs until the year 1997, when I completed the 520 proofs. 2 years later, the Guinness Book of World Records recognized my achievement as a world record. Of course, I sent all the proofs in England, and a team of mathematicians studied them, and they gave the approval that the proofs were correct. So Guinness Book of Records recognized this as a world record.
Oh, that's a great achievement, sir. That's a great achievement.
It was 11 years of work.
Oh, yes, yes, sir. But it's a groundbreaking, you can say, to find out a new and different ways to prove the Pythagoras theorem. That is really appreciable.
Every different proof has to offer something to you,
Yes.
and there are some
Yes.
amazing proofs, and I am thinking to publish them in a book one day.
Yes, yes, yes. That should be, sir. We are looking forward to your book, sir, on proofs of this Pythagoras theorem. So, in this journey, let me ask you a next question. Can you share some problems of or hardship that you have gone through while discovering these proofs?
Oh yes, there were many obstacles which I faced in order to complete the 520 proofs. Some of them had to do with factorization of certain algebraic expressions that have to do with solutions of the equations in order to prove the theorem, while some others had to do with solutions of equations higher than the second degree. Other difficulties were also with auxiliary lines and triangles and polygons that I had to construct in order to create equal or similar triangles or similar polygons to complete some of my proofs. A great such example is the proof 500, which is available in Quora.com with a great picture. I have to say that if one has decided to start this long journey to prove Pythagoras' theorem, with so many proofs, we'll have to have installed a great amount of imagination in order to be able to create so many different geometrical figures that they will be used wisely in order to complete all these proofs. Oh, excuse me for a moment.
Oh, no, no problem. No issues.
I had to connect the power cable.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we can continue.
Yes, yes. Sir, you are a popular figure in Quora. You have many followers. And we know many of our students, many of the participants in the Quora do come across certain questions. So let me put their question straightforward. They said, I am scared of mathematics. What can I do to overcome it?
Oh, very interesting question. Fear is just a feeling and it cannot harm you. You have to search for the reasons which create fear to you. In most of the cases concerning mathematics, fear can be created from insufficient knowledge of theorems and from little practice in solving mathematics problems. If you want to terminate fear in mathematics, then you have to study a lot, not because other people will force you to do so, but because you like it. Think that without mathematics, nothing can be created. So the best mathematician is God, and God has the book in quotations with the greatest proofs in all theorems. Even in these theorems, we have not discovered yet. As one of the 7 great wise men, Periandros from Corinthos, has said of the Greek antiquity, everything can be achieved through practice. The more you practice with mathematics problems, the better you become. This means that fear will be vanished through practice. In the beginning of your attempts, you should seek for help by an experienced mathematician. So do some tutoring and see if you can follow the tutor, but you have to try a lot. For everything you want to achieve in life, remember this: no pain, no gain.
Thank you, sir. As you know, most of the questions that we are trying to put here, that are from the aspirants or students who are there associated with our team MathFreaks. So in that regard, my next question will be from their side itself, from the students' side itself. I want to pursue mathematics as a career. How can I do so?
Yes, in order to do so, you have to make sure that you really want to pursue mathematics as your career. Then you have to study a lot. You have to search in the internet. You have to find books of mathematics with problems, with a big and great variety of problems, and you have to solve thousands of problems in a long period of time in order to be able to solve any kind of problems that your students will ask from you. And also, you have to make sure that when you teach to the students, to the other people, you have the ability to transmit the knowledge. That means that the student will take the solutions and will understand perfectly what you give to him or to her. So mathematics career is not a simple thing. So you have to study a lot, you have to devote a lot of time, and you have to have a passion for mathematics in order to follow such a career.
Yes, sir, yes, rightly said. Uh, your words really are wisdom, you can say. I am very much sure that our students are going to get benefit from your wordings. So my next question will be how to develop understanding of mathematics and solve problems of non-routine mathematics and Olympiad.
Very good question. It is like I want to go to the Olympics to run the marathon. So if you want to go, if you are a runner, a marathon runner, and you want to go to the Olympics to run the marathon, you have to train many years. You have to start from easy training and then go to moderate and then go to very advanced, difficult, and hard training. Similarly, the same thing you have to do with mathematics. So you start from an easy group of mathematics problems, and you learn very well how to solve them. You learn the theorems that require in order to solve problems in mathematics, all the theorems that required. For example, if you want to go to a mathematics Olympiad, you have to be aware that you're going to have at least one problem of number theory. So you're going to have at least one problem from geometry. So you have to study the subjects geometry, Euclidean geometry, number theory, calculus, theory of functions, sequences, derivatives, integrals, analytic geometry, linear algebra, and combinatorics, of course. And you have to study many books. You have to cooperate with mathematicians, with professors. And the most important thing that you have to do is to find the books of the level of mathematics Olympiads and to get involved with the problems with those books, and also to participate in some groups that they prepare students for mathematical Olympiads. If you follow this advice, you have the opportunity to do something good, I think.
That's good. Uh, in this session, let me put forward one of the questions that students often come across and they do ask us. So in the platform they have asked, can you give me some tips to score good in mathematics Olympiad?
You have to find similar problems of the mathematical Olympiads level and to solve many problems. In the beginning, you will probably have to study solve problems to be familiar with the mathematical Olympiads level about math problems, and then you have to practice a lot. Nothing can be achieved without practice, especially when it is hard. So you have to go to libraries, to go to the internet, to go to bookstores and find books of high and advanced level about mathematical Olympiads and study and solve thousands of problems. Then and only then you will be able to score good in a mathematics Olympiad, but you have to improve your mathematical solving ability, and this can only be done with a lot of practice. No practice, no good grading.
Yes, very well said, sir. So as we are coming to the end of the session, my one of the question will be, what will be your message to the aspirants of Math Olympiad? If you want to say in some few words, yes, for the
Yes,
aspirants of, yes.
I have to say that the word Olympiad comes from the Greek word Olympia. Olympia is a location of Peloponnesus, of southern Greece, where the Olympic Games began. So this is the Olympic ideal. And the Olympic ideal spreads through mathematics and also some other sciences. And if you want to participate in a mathematical Olympiad, which it will be a great honor for you, you have to believe that you can succeed. But belief, even though belief is very important for your success, it is not it is not sufficient, it is not enough for your success. So you have to train a lot, and remember, as the athletes that they go to participate in the Olympics, they train a lot and very hard. The same you have to do in order to have possibility for a medal in a mathematical Olympiad. But you have to have strong belief that you can succeed. If you train a lot and you don't have the belief, then you create problems to yourself. Practice and belief are the keys of success.
Very well said, sir. Practice and belief. So as we have reached to the end of our interview, I thank you, sir, for this nice session of our interview.
Allow me to present just the 520th proof of Pythagoras theorem. I have it in the paper.
Yes, yes.
I don't know how you can see.
Yes.
And I am now doing a work on Pythagoras theorem, preparing the book that I have to publish, because this book, it will contain more than 500 mathematical geometrical figures. It has a lot of work.
Especially teachers.
Yes, my advice goes to all teachers from all over the world. It is true that some students don't like mathematics. And the reason that they don't like mathematics is that they don't have professors that they can transmit properly the knowledge of mathematics. So if you have a bad professor, I mean a professor that does not have the ability to transmit you the way to solve mathematics problems and the way to understand the theorems of mathematics, then there is a great and high possibility that you will get away from the subject of mathematics. So the most important for a math student is to be able to understand the professor. That means that the professor must find a way to know how many students and which of them understand the teaching of the professor. And then, if the professor knows this, he or she will be able to adjust his teaching methods or her teaching methods in order to have all students, or the great majority of them, with a good understanding of mathematics. The key point is to make the students deeply understand the teachings. So we have to find out why a student, a specific student, does not understand why he or she has a problem to understand. If we eradicate this problem, then the student will be very likely happy with the teachings of mathematics and will follow mathematics much better than before.
So this is Mr. Eleftherios Argyropoulos. We have a great honor to have you, sir. I'm very much confident that our students are going to get the benefits from your talk and they will be inspired by your talk. So over to you, MATHFREAKS team. Now it's over to you.
Thank you very much for your invitation, and I hope that more and more students will have the opportunity to understand mathematics better and will have passion to pursue a math career or mathematics more and more. Because as Galileo Galilei said, mathematics is the alphabet through which God created the universe.
Oh, yes.
So thank you very much for your invitation.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I hope that we will do something even better in the future.
Yes, sir. We are looking forward to it, sir.
Why not? Maybe I will come and visit India in a university to give a lecture one day.
Oh, yes. We'll see.
Presenting some of the proofs of Pythagoras theorem or some
Yes.
other things, interesting things.
Yes.